Welcome back to the Principles of Marketing and Communication class. Today we are going to discuss the principles of effective complaints handling. How do you handle the complaints that are brought to your attention by your customers? And how you handle a complaint can either make you a hero on social media or lead to a boycott campaign. Because a complaint is not a nuisance. A complaint is a second chance to keep a customer who was about to leave. In this lesson, we're going to discuss some of the principles, the rules that can help you handle complaints effectively. The first principle is the principle of accessibility. The principle of accessibility. Accessibility. That means that it should be easy for a customer to complain. You should make it easy for your customers to complain. If a customer has to hunt for a phone number or to hunt for an email address, then their anger will double before they even speak to you. So you should make sure that you provide enough channels for customers to easily access you when they have a complaint. The goal here is to provide clear feedback channels on receipts. Receipts. When a customer buys something, you give the customer a receipt. On that receipt, there should be a channel for them to complain. It should be on receipts. There should be website headers, on social media bios. You should put your contacts so that customers can easily access you in case they have a problem. And given the high use of the mobile phone, you even need to have a dedicated WhatsApp for business line, specifically for support, which is one of the most accessible methods today. Understand? And that is very important. Accessibility. You should make it easy for your customers to complain by providing channels through which they can access you in case they have a complaint. Then there is the number 2, the principle of speed. The principle of speed. A complaint, candidates, is a fire. The longer it sits, the more damage it does. So a quick response shows the customer that their issue is a priority. So you should act speedily when handling complaints. When complaints come to your attention, don't sit on the complaint. No, make sure that you solve it as quickly as possible. And you have, first of all, to acknowledge receipt of the complaint immediately, even if it's via automated message, and then provide a timeline for a full resolution. And when handling customer complaints, please have a strategy. Have a strategy. For example, you can have a fast contact resolution approach. 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 Try to solve the issue on the very first call or chat. When a customer complains, solve the problem during that call. Don't tell the customer, I'm escalating the matter to the boss who is not in the office until next month. If you are chatting, make sure you solve the issue during that chat. So you need to have that strategy. All right? Fast contact resolution. First contact resolution. That is the principle of speed. Then there is a principle of objectivity and fairness. The principle of objectivity and fairness. Every complaint must be handled without bias. Every complaint must be handled without bias. The goal is to find the truth and not to win the argument against the customer. So treat every customer with equal respect, whether they spent 100 shillings or they spent 100,000 shillings. So treat them equally. Don't treat a customer who spent 100,000 with the VIP kind of treatment and then you disregard the one who spent 100. There ought to be fairness and objectivity when handling customer complaints. And avoid being defensive. Instead, be curious about what went wrong. That is being objective. Don't just defend the company by saying, the policy of the company, the policy this, the policy that. No. Listen to the complaint, see where the problem is, find out where the issue is, then solve it. First contact resolution. That is the principle number 3, the principle of objectivity and fairness. The fourth principle, candidates, we are discussing the principles of effective complaints handling. Number 4 is the principle of empathy. The principle of empathy. Technical solutions are great, but emotional resolution is what builds loyalty. Customers want to be heard before they are helped. Hear out the customers. Put yourself in the shoes of the customer, right? And use the FEEL acronym. Use the FEEL acronym, where F stands for felt. Felt. Okay? Tell the customer, I feel what you are undergoing. I feel the pain you are feeling. Felt. I understand why you feel that way. E, experienced. Experienced. Others have experienced similar frustration when deliveries are late. All right, you are not the only one. Others have felt the same experience. Experienced. Empathy. Empathy. Empathy, you tell the customer, I would feel the same way if I were in your shoes. Right? I would be upset too if my order arrived damaged. L, lead. What does that mean? Let me lead you through how we are going to fix this right now. You understand? Empathy. You use this the FEEL acronym. Empathy. That's a principle of effectively handling customer complaints. Principle of empathy. All right. Then number 5, there is a principle of empowerment. The principle of empowerment. The staff member answering the phone or responding to the DM should have the authority to fix the problem without the permission of the boss, without asking for permission. The one who is receiving complaint messages, whether it is on phone or is replying to emails, should have authority to solve the problems without escalating the problems to other members of the company. Empowerment. That is a principle of effective complaints handling. Empower the staff who are receiving complaints to solve the problems that they are come to their attention. For example, if a waiter can replace a wrong order immediately without waiting for a manager, the customer is impressed by the efficient, and the customer may not be annoyed by the mistake. But if the waiter cannot be able to correct the mistake, then it can lead to more frustrations. Empower. You understand? Yes. Then there is a principle of number 6, continuous improvement. Continuous improvement. The principle of continuous improvement. A complaint candidate is like a free consultancy. A complaint is like a free consultancy. If 10 people complain about the same thing, then the problem must be your process, not the customers. And you should log every complaint into a root cause analysis system. Fix the underlying issue so that the same complaint never happens again. There ought to be continuous improvement. So complaints are not generally bad. Complaints can be used to improve the service, can improve the product, can lead to improvement in the way you handle your customers. So these are 6 principles of effective complaints handling. Number 1, accessibility. Make it easy for customers to complain, to access you. Provide phone numbers, provide WhatsApp numbers, provide emails, give different channels through which customers can lodge their complaints. Then there is speed. Use this strategy. First, contact resolution. Immediately a customer brings the problem to attention, during that phone call, solve the problem. First, contact resolution. Number 3, objectivity and fairness. Treat all complaints equally. Number 4, empathize. Number 5, empower the employees receiving complaints to solve the problems on first contact. Then there is continuous improvement. That's the end of the lesson on principles of effective complaints. I hope to meet you in the next session. We'll continue to share knowledge in marketing and communication. Bye-bye.